Hey, what's up guys, Max here. So today we have a big announcement. I think a lot of us have been waiting for this information to come out, and it is out. So Battlegrounds, guys, I'm super excited for it. We're going to cover a lot of info and really important things that I think should be shareable. But of course, if you feel you want to stop the video at any moment and just pause and read the text, here we are. I'm sure Kabam's going to put this and publish this on their forums or on their webpage for like everybody to consume and just read. But what are Battlegrounds? I think a lot of us know what that is, and then also we know kind of like the start date. So here's the important information when it comes to the start date. Officially, we're going to be starting this on September 12th. So here's the start date for all of us to know. It is 10 a.m. Pacific time. So you're going to be able to challenge your friends. So the friendly mode is going to be active, plus any other game mode, competitive mode that everybody's interested in, right? So Battlegrounds at a glance. It says build your deck with your top 30 champions to challenge your fellow summoners in a best of 3 out of on an alt brawl. So that we've been seeing Battlegrounds, we kind of know what that is, right? There's another bullet point that says advance through the victory tracks to reach the gladiator circuit. So that is the new addition to the actual live event of Battlegrounds for monthly seasons and top rewards. Seasons will be 4 weeks, so a month long, with changing metas each week. Keep that in mind, okay? So it's going to change throughout the week. I don't know if it's going to reset the same meta every month, but we're going to be taking a look at the actual metas and that are going to be on the first month. And 1 week break in between. I know, guys, you got to take a 1 week break. I'm sorry, you got to recover. Probably maybe do some arena, maybe get to know your alliance mates, you know, after you've been stuck into the Battleground solo events for a while. It says all new alliance events and solo events with the Battleground milestones and rewards will be added into rotation. It says challenge your friends on a 1v1 matches with no entry costs. They must be on your friends list or in your alliance. Interesting enough. Okay, man. I know I want to do this with everybody, so I'm gonna have to be turning on the friends list on back again and friending a lot of people. Maybe I should make my name a lot easier to do, right? Create multiple decks to be used at a click of a button, including a specific mastery set for each deck. I think we're excited for this information. One cool thing about it is upon it says up to 3 total decks can be unlocked and used. Unlocked. I wonder if you probably need to build for your masteries. Well, no, we'll talk to that. But yeah, you're gonna have a total of 3 decks to be able to use. Okay, each so it says enter each competitive Battlegrounds match with either 15 energy or 15 elder marks. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at what those are. But just keep in mind, there's going to be 15 energy to be consumed and used inside here. So that's going to be a lot of energy for those that need to do a lot of more content. So pick and choose which content you actually want to get done. Okay, so some of the Battleground updates from the beta. And we're going to be seeing, says champions charge have been removed. The other thing that has been changed, it says champions have been selected but not locked in will be chosen when the timer elapses. Okay, that's really good because sometimes we're selecting champions, but we don't make up our mind and we just forget to place them in there, and then it places something else. Additional time has been added to the first defender pick of the draft. Interesting. Okay, I wonder how that's going to play out and how many seconds is that going to be added. It says scoring breakdowns has been updated with more information. Summoners can now tap on the opponent's profile picture to view their summoner's profile, add them as a friend, or flag their account for cheating. Okay, this is going to be very helpful, guys. I think this one's going to be extremely useful to capture and hopefully report a lot of cheating. I know there's going to be some doubts, but there's questionable moments where you're just like, oh, this guy might be cheating. I think if that we can share within the community. We're like, let's say we're streaming and we catch somebody cheating. I wonder if we're going to be able to like just report it as a mass. We'll take a look at that though when that goes live for sure. It says health increases have returned to 300% and timers have returned to 2 minutes. So a lot of people have been asking for that, which is which which, hey, congrats. I felt like, I don't know how it was about the timer and the health. I think this is good. I'm not, when I was playing them and they changed them, for me, it just didn't make too much of a difference, but I think I've seen the comments and share maybe some of the thoughts about that change. So the details, it says Battleground has arrived to the contest, and for those not familiar with the game mode, here is the breakdown of all the details that a summoner could ever want to know. So it says, in order to participate and unlock the game mode, summoners must have defeated Act 5 in Chapter 2, Quest 6, and receive the uncollected roll. So that's your minimum requirement, okay? When it comes to decks, here's where we're going to be seeing a little bit more information, and these are the changes, okay? So you're going to have 3 decks, 30 champions. So it says these 30 champions can be changed and swapped out at any time. Each of the 3 decks can be saved, including the summoner's current active mastery set, and sealed with a profile picture. Ooh, that's really nice. And a name for easy access for the future. And these decks are able to be used in the victory track, gladiator circuit, and the friendly matches. I think... Okay, the victory track is where we get really competitive. Okay, mastery presets. So, so for each deck, you have 3 decks. You're gonna be able to choose a mastery preset for each one. That's kind of the gist of the mastery presets. There's no cost, which is extremely helpful. It says, speaking of mastery presets, here's how the functionality is going to work. Summoners can apply their current active mastery sets to one of their decks. If there is no mastery presets enabled, the deck will be referenced to whatever the mastery summoners is using. So keep that in mind if you're like, why is my masteries not changing? Well, you haven't saved it, okay? To apply the current masteries to a deck, it actually tells you how to do it. You can change the mastery setup and just hit reapply to that deck, and it will change the masteries. This is where I thought it was super nice. There's no cost associated with switching the mastery loadouts. So when it comes to Battlegrounds, you can mess around with your deck all night long. Yes, it's not going to affect your regular account unless there's a bug, but it's going to be changing at least the Battlegrounds deck mastery setup for those champions you have chosen to be in that deck. So that's incredibly helpful. I think we heard a lot of feedback on the cost of changing masteries in the beta, and the fact that they went this direction. I think it's going to be I think it's an incredible add and helpful tool from Kabam when it comes to the cost involved, because we're already going to be spending tons of energy and units for energy and energy refills, right? Here's the victory track. So this is basically the sum of how you want to increase in the ranks. So everybody's going to start in the bronze, 0 victory medals. You're going to be acquiring medals for every win you get. So as you can see, bronze 3 has you basically, everybody starts there. Once you get 2 victories or a couple of victories under your belt, you can advance to bronze 2. You get a couple of more victories, bronze 1, and so on and so on. Your goal is to get to the final, which is right there, vibranium, and then win 5 victories, okay? Once you get to this, okay, so it's going to take a while to get to there. You're going to have to go through a lot of champions, a lot of testing, a lot of maybe wins and losses, but hopefully you get to this part. Once you reach there, that is where things get really interesting. So it says, upon reaching new divisions, this associate rewards are paid out immediately. Okay. Here's an interesting thing too. Worried about losing your rank? Don't worry. Utilize the victory shield to make sure your victory medals are not lost in the event of a loss. So these you can buy for, I believe, units and also trophy tokens, which are going to be rewarded in the store, the Battleground store. So you can use those. If you're going up against a match that you think, oh man, this guy's known to be a good Battleground fighter, well, you can use that and just not lose anything. The victory track rankings, okay, we'll have the same nodes and defenders for the entire month long. The first season, the first set of nodes are the following. Okay, all right, guys, we're back, and that was getting extremely difficult to read at a side. But I was trying to do my best. All right, so yeah, guess what was put in my chair this morning when I walked in? I figured I would make the best of it and just have fun with the skeleton, the dead person in my chair. we got to come up with a plan. If you guys are on stream, you know what this is all about. All right, so okay, so let's talk about the week 1 through week 4 metas. Okay, so it's going to start with Bulwark 2. So the defender is immune to armor break debuffs whenever the metal defenders lose more than 5% of their max health. From a single strike, they gain an indestructible buff for 8 seconds. This indestructible is removed when the attacker is finishing a special attack and goes on cooldown for 10 seconds. All right, so keep that in mind if you already want to come out of the gate winning. Bulwark, you're going to be facing Bulwark. Explosive personality, okay? That says when the defender blocks an attack, they activate an armor up buff, boosting armor up by 25%. Upon reaching 5 stacks of armor, generates an explosive personality. Armor up stacks explode and remove 25% of the attacker's health. So 5 stacks, don't hit into their block, basically. Gladiator Circuit. So this is where I was kind of referring to. So once you get into, you reach this, you're going to be placed in the Gladiator Circuit. So it says, once summoners reach the Vibranium Division. Okay, there it goes. Here's the description. They're eligible to participate in the Gladiator Circuit. This is where summoners will have a chance to push to be on the global leaderboards to achieve the top positions each season. Keep in mind, that's a month long. At the end of every season, it will be a rest. Which is a week, allowing for a new set of summoners to have a chance to reset. Sorry, you send a chance to rinse to the top. Okay, so every month, reset for a week, pays out some rewards. For each season, will last a month with a week-long break in between. The nodes and battleground defenders will change weekly, with the first starting set being the following. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure, so do a screenshot of these if you want to know and prepare basically for week 1. My tip would be get ready for week 1 as everybody's going to start there. Okay, as you're completing week 1, start getting ready for week 2. As you're completing week 2, start getting your champions ready for week 3, and so on. So don't go ranking up champions right now for week 3 when we're not even in week 3. I would play it that way. So Bulwark, take a look at your some of your metal defenders. Take a look at some of your champions that will cause more bleeds, poisons, some that are immune. That's all going to be helpful. I think those are some tips right there. But yeah, work your way. Progress your way as we're moving through the weeks. I think that would be my best advice. So you're probably wondering, it's like, okay, so what are the rewards? I'm Max. I'm ready. I'm gladiator material. So here's the rewards. Celestial 1 out of 1. Whoever's the number 1 victory champion's gonna get Celestial 1 out of 1, Celestial 2, Celestial 3. And the number 3 here and 2 and 1 is basically their placement. A lot of people ask, hey, I want to be in the top 100. Well, here we are. Top 11, from 11 to 100, you're going to be Celestial 5. And we're going to start referring to you as like, hey, what Celestial are you? You know, are you 1, 2, 3? Are you in the 5? Are you in the scrubs with the Urus? Dude, oh my gosh. Oh, man. So Urus, basically, here we are. You work your way from Celestial. You start working your ranks. The last time I was playing the beta, I was scoring between, I think it was like 3,000. So Gamma 1. I was in that bracket right there. But yeah, we're going to be taking a look. And I'm sure when this comes out, if there's going to be bracket rewards for these. And we're going to see something about that right now. So it says rewards and objectives. The battleground rewards come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and currencies, depending on where you're at in the victory track, the gladiator circuit, and the summoners chooses to pick up in the battleground store. So keep in mind, there's the victory track, the gladiator circuit. So this is the gladiator circuit, okay? Don't confuse those. The victory track is up here, which is going to be the way you need to advance. So you need to go through this to get into the circuit, okay? So there's 2 of them. So if you're like, hey, I'm in the top 5 and you're in the other one, no, you're not in the top 5 yet. So, but you're going to be getting rewards for each one of them, okay? And there's going to be a store involved too, so keep that in mind. There's going to be a consumable cap as well, and that's going to be where we talk about here the store. But before we get into the store, let's go. Victory track. For each rank advanced through as they gain more and more wins, summoners will receive rewards for reaching that point. So once you get to basically from Uro 3 to Uro 2, you should be getting some rewards. There will be one of the main ways to earn Elder's Mark. Okay. And what are those, right? Are currencies that is able to be used in the victory track in the gladiator circuit. It's placed in place of energy required for a match. Oh, interesting. So instead of using 15 energy, you might be able to consume those as you move up in the ranks. So helping you to basically progress further into the ranks. Yeah, okay, that's nice. It's also used to make progressions in both season-long alliances and solo events, which can yield lucrative rewards. So I wonder how they're going to tie that into alliance events. We're going to take a look. If you run Elders, there's going to be alliances based off Battlegrounds. Join us. We're only focused in Battlegrounds and AQ. That's going to be interesting. Join us. We're only focused in AW and Battlegrounds. Gladiator Circuit. So the Gladiator Circuit season operates a monthly basis with 4 weeks and 1 week off before the season. I think we cover this at the end of the season. Rewards, depending on summoner's rank, there will be receive different rewards payouts. So the store, here's what I was referring to, some of the blocks, right? So the store, which contains all sorts of rewards, including catalysts, shards, elder marks, and other items to assist you in the battle realm, will be where summoners can spend their trophy tokens. Different rewards will have different refresh timers. The summoners will be able to hold a maximum of 150,000 trophy tokens before they will not be able to gain anymore. So keep that number in mind. Kind of like AQ Glory, which is you need to spend it. Which is, I like that. I like that. It holds people from like hoarding and just not wanting to spend, which a lot of us do. For some reason, I do myself. We have this kind of like theory that we always need to have it ready to go because we never know when we're going to need it. Here's a description on how Battlegrounds work. We're not going to cover all that because basically if you're looking at this information, we'll maybe do a separate video. This is probably a video that's gone long enough on how that works. But overall, summary of everything, I think it's overall very exciting. Get officially ready for the 12th. We'll be doing Battlegrounds night streams basically every night, Monday night. Come Monday night, I'm up, my work schedule. Tuesday night, Wednesday night. So until my off days, we'll do Battleground days. I won't be able to do on my work days, just so you guys know. If you're interested in knowing this information, I won't be able to do friendlies at night because I would probably be trying to work my way up the ranks. But and then friendlies will basically be win a couple of matches during my off days, maybe. That we'll handle this, see how it works out, okay? But overall, guys, hopefully you took some information here. It's just, and that is helpful for you. And guys, take care. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.